This, that, these, those. Let's talk about things and ownership of those things. Hello, and welcome to another lesson from Simple-ESL. In previous lessons, we have discussed different items, family members, pets, but now we want to be able to talk about those things and say who those things belong to. And we touched on this in previous lessons with this and that as determiners. So we're going to go over that and add to it. There is a helpful vocabulary help sheet in the description below. You can see it has all the information we're going to be using in this lesson and building on. In addition to that, there is now a helpful worksheet. And this is also available in the description below. And there is now simple vocabulary, which gives you the help sheet along with a useful MP3 file to help you practice the pronunciation, a little bit of the formation. This is also available in the description below. Now, simple vocabulary is available for just £1. It's our cheapest tier. It's nice, it's affordable, and it's a good way to get an idea of what we're offering here on the platform. And Simple-ESL is the next step up. That is £5 a month, and for that you get 2 worksheets a week along with all the benefits of simple vocabulary. But enough of that. Let's get into the lesson. So, talking about things. As we have done in previous lessons, we can tell you who something belongs to. That's what we want to do. And we've used this and that, which are determiners. This is my cat. That is my dog. We touched on that in previous lessons. So we can use this for things that are close and that for things that are further away. This is a good way to differentiate between whether you should use this or that. This is here. Over there, that is over there. Okay? So things that are close, things that are further away. This for close, that for further away. This is your dog. The dog is here. This is your dog. Over there in the distance, that is your dog. What's it doing over there? That is your dog. Close, far away. So you have this and that as your determiners to talk about the things. We can then talk about multiple things by using the plural version of these determiners. So what if you have lots of dogs, or lots of apples, or lots of brothers? Maybe you have 20 brothers. You wouldn't say, this is my brother's. That doesn't make sense in English. What we can do is change the determiner. So this and that can become these and those. So, those 20 brothers, they're all squished in here with me. Here's 20 of them. There's loads of brothers. These are my brothers. Over there in the distance, good, they're far away. We're not crammed in. Those over there, those are my brothers. So you can see, these, those, does the same thing. This close, these close. That far, those far. So this and that become these and those. But if we're going to do this, you can see I've already said brother into brothers. These are called plurals. So the nouns we've learned in previous lessons can be turned into a plural form. This is my apple. Look at him go. This is my apple. How would we make a plural for this, or turn the sentence into a plural form? We already know that this would become these. You would also change the verb to be to are. These are. And then apple becomes apples. These are my apples. So to be changes from is to are. And you can see that on the vocab help sheet. This, that goes to is. These, those goes to are. And then you plural the noun. Most nouns, you add an S to make it a plural. But that's not always correct for all nouns. As always, English, it's not always that straightforward. It's always got to be overcomplicated. So for example, if it ends in CH or SH, or X, box for example, box, ends in an X, you add ES. So we had watch becomes watches. Brush, we had hairbrush and toothbrush. If you had two hairbrushes, it would be brushes, hairbrushes. And you add ES to the plural. Here's another example of a bit of a quirky one in English, a little bit different. Nouns ending in a consonant and then Y. So, dictionary ends in R, which is a consonant. R, then Y. Dictionary. We remove the Y and add IES. Dictionaries. So that one's a very different one, and one we haven't really touched on or looked at. So it has R, a consonant, and then Y. So you remove the Y, IES, dictionaries. It's a very complicated one, that one, but one to remember. So, what do we have here? How would we describe the situation? I have an apple. Well, we know that I becomes my. And it's close to me. So this is my apple. This, it's close, is the form of to be. My, which is the same as I. We touched on that in a previous lesson. This is my apple. Two apples. Give you a hint there. Close to me. Well, is it these or those? As it's close, it's these. These. It's not is. To be changes to are. These are my, plural of apple, apples. It's a simple one. Simple noun. It's a simple plural version of the noun. Just add an S. Over there I have a letter. Far away. So that would be that. It's my letter. Now, is it are or is? That is my letter. That is my letter. It's far away. That is my letter. Got two now. Very popular. I have two. So what happens to letter? It's one of those easy ones again. You just add S. Letters. that is my letters? No. That becomes those. And it's not is, those is. Those are my letters. Those are my letters. Now they're close. What changes here? Well, now we have some that are over there with someone else and some that are close with me. We can use those and these to distinguish between where they are and who they belong to. These are my letters. The ones over there, those are your letters. So you can differentiate between that is my dog, that is your dog. This is my dog, that is your dog. These are my letters, those are your letters. So you can use it to differentiate between whose item belongs to who. Those are yours, that is mine, these are mine, this is mine, that is yours, those are yours. So, this is the structure. We touched on this on the vocabulary help sheet. I've tried to make it as clear as possible so you can interchange and switch things around. That is, this is my apple brother. These are my, or are Ben's, for example. You can use a name in the owner. Apples. Okay? So we use those and these for the plural version. Apples. That and this would be used for the singular version. Apple and brothers. So, this is going to take a little bit of practice in getting used to when you use that and this, how you create the plurals, the changing of the verb to be, and the ownership. I would recommend looking around your house and saying, that is my, and then whatever the thing is, that is my book. I've got one here. This is my book. Maybe it's not yours. Maybe it's someone else's. And practice doing that. And if you want a more structured form of this practice, you can access this in the worksheet in the description below. It's only £5 a month. You get 2 worksheets a week. And we'll go through that and build on it a little bit more through the worksheets. So, I think we're going to leave it at this point this week. We've talked about things for a long time. Practice this. Figure out when you use plurals and when you don't use the plurals. And make sure you have the correct determiner as you state ownership of a thing. But until next time, I'll see you next week. Take care.